Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. They'll run it here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Looks like LSU has the first down. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. Then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Some hard running there through a tackle. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserted themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's caught. It's Lacey. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights off a defender. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No huddle now for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense...
And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On third down, he drops to throw, bringing pressure. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Punting, ready to boot it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time.
That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 7, Alabama 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Here comes the up-tempo offense. He'll hand it off. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. Of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the handoff. Spinning out of the tackle. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Not a real good throw here. Put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
They'll tackle him right at the 31. The gain makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. They go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half.
You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Attack on the BAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quick throw over the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Touchdown, Bama. Just ran away from the defense. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
You know, the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Trying to extend the play. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. They'll switch it up. Looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a quick tackle. Spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Lacey. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And they get set now to try the PAT.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Increasing out motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They're going to run it here. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Short pass finds the tight end. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense is really threatening now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now, it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After another score to punctuate this offensive performance, they'll just kick it away and let the defense close it out. And this one will be fair caught. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. They get him down, but a huge game by the offense to grab momentum heading into the final quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 31, Alabama 14.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed them.
And he scores. Touchdown, tie. And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
There's a wide-open receiver complete. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. It's an important first down on that running play.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. It looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
21.
Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Trying to run. It's Young. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. So this game is not over yet. Score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive on the play call? That's reeled in. It's Lacey. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Defense is coming after him. Sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The drive ends and the punt team on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Take it down, but not before it makes the first down. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. One last shot incomplete, but they wrap up the victory. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks and the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up.